All right, hello, wine drinking people. We are back. It's April 1st, Friday. It's time for What I Drank Yesterday. And that's right, we had a couple suppliers in the store yesterday. Not a bad day, 2 suppliers. It's kind of a minimum usually here at the Wine Watch. But Anthony Pannoni from the Florida Wine Company was first up, and he brought in some new stuff from Kermit Lynch. Well, some old friends, a few of these wines we've had here in the store in the past, some great values in this portfolio. I remember my trip to France with Kermit, visiting his producers. Actually, Kermit wasn't there everywhere we went. It was kind of funny. They said, oh, Kermit was just here. So we kind of just missed him. But one of the things that all these producers had in common was, man, they rolled out the red carpet for us. They cooked us lunch. Really nice people. The people that owned the properties at Kermit Lynch represents these small boutique producers in France and Italy. We've done a few tastings with the wines, the new portfolio just brought in by the Florida Wine Company from Kermit's Italian stuff. But today, we had a little Bourgogne Chardonnay to start. From or very near the town of Vezeley, which is up near Chablis, and this wine had a lovely, the Soeur Cadette Bourgogne Chardonnay, lovely fresh wet stone, kind of limestone mineral, highlight to the nose, and fresh and crisp on the tongue, with Ravenot supposedly is a consultant here, so one of the greatest old Chardonnays I've ever had. That's 78 Ravenot Premier Cru Chablis that we had at the winery with Mr. Ravenot on that trip. Fabulous stuff. And this wine's a nice little value. It's got a nice little zip and zing at the finish. Leaves the tongue salivating for food with nice crisp green apple, lemon, citrus fruit. A really nice little wine at, $20 a bottle. And then the Bourgogne Vezeley La Chatelaine. This is actually from Vezeley, so thus the price a little bit more expensive. But 100% tank fermented, both of these wines. And you really notice the minerality, the stone in this wine. Definitely a layer of concentration more higher in this wine. And then some lovely hibiscus flower there, a little honeyed green apple and lemon citrus also on the nose. And a bit more weight on the tongue with some nice texture of like skim milk, and some zesty mineral notes on the finish. Just like I said, a step up from the Bourgogne. Next we had the Chateau Fontanes. Accent on the E, sorry, I may not have it there. I'm not good with accents on the keyboard here. But Coteaux Langeudoc. This was just over 10 years ago. These wines started to come in, and 91, 92 point scores, $12 wines. We were selling them by the pallet load. Today, because of the exchange rate, $12 wine, it's a $19 wine. A little bit different price category, but still a great little wine. This is a blend of 30% Syrah, 30% Grenache, and 30% Mourvedre, and a little bit of Cinsault and Carignan added in there. Flowers and herbs on the nose, that lovely smell of the south of France. Warm berry pie fruit, very fresh, very fruity on the tongue, and a little bit of that garrigue showing on the finish. A really nice, user-friendly wine, but again, these $12 wines are now $20, and still a nice little wine, but not quite as nice of a value. All right, next up, the Chateau La Roque. This is a property I visited also on my trip with Kermit Lynch. And, man, fabulous property. This is also in the Coteaux de Langeudoc, or in Pic Saint Loup, rather. And this is the Mourvedre Cuvee, the Vieilles. Man, lovely opaque color in this wine. 90% Mourvedre, 10% Grenache. 80-year-old vines. Amazing, the old vine material you get in areas like this. Thick aromas of blackberry fruit, hints of black pepper spice, sweet black soy, fairly complex bouquet of aromas, thick and chewy with an array of spiced tobacco, soy, dried flowers. Really interesting, really nicely packed wine there. Excellent juice. And then a wine, the Domaine de la Chanteleuserie Bourgueil Vieilles, 100% Cabernet Franc from the Loire Valley. Man, I've had this wine in the store before, but this '09 vintage is just a blockbuster. Blackberry, violet nose, black pepper, fresh black earth. Really nice concentration, lovely bouquet, espresso, asphalt, big and chewy on the tongue, firm tannins, lovely spice echoing through the finish that was in the nose. Really beautiful stuff here. Excellent. My favorite wine of the day, man, a Bourgueil. Okay, next up, the Gelati. This is a Côte de Vivere. That's the first time I've ever had one of these. It's supposedly, as in the appellation in the Southern Rhone. As the Southern Rhone, it's the farthest north appellation in the Southern Rhone. I don't know. Okay, anyways, this one supposedly is the northern boundary where you find Grenache in the Rhone, and 50-50 Grenache Syrah blend. Lovely black pepper spice on the nose, black plum, blackberry fruit, very forward and seductive. Some lovely sweet tobacco spice in there, molasses. Very distinct earthy quality to this wine, and that garrigue quality also kind of shining through. Thick and chewy on the tongue with nice balance, and still quite fresh on the finish, even though very large inside. That's what we had to drink with Anthony Pannoni from Kermit Lynch. Coming at you, we've got Matt from Noble Wine Estates.